Hello, I'm Dr. Larry Bucshon. I spent my career as a doctor fighting every day to improve the lives of my patients. In Congress, I have fought for Hoosier families of all walks of life because I believe we have a fundamental duty to ensure our fellow Americans have the opportunity to build a better life. I'm running for re-election because I truly believe we are fighting for the heart and soul of what makes this country we love so great. That here in America, everyone has a fair shot to live out his or her dreams. I left a career in medicine to serve you in Congress because, as a father of four, I knew that I needed to do more to secure a more prosperous future for my children, your children, and this country. Like our founding fathers intended, I believe that government of the people, by the people, and for the people should be just that, a body of citizens with real private sector experience to tackle the challenges we face as a nation. When I ran for Congress, I made a commitment to bring common sense Hoosier values to Washington, D.C. Because I understand, like you do, that good ideas come from hardworking Hoosiers, not from Washington, D.C. Over the past few years, we have experienced an administration that believes the opposite. The government knows best, and the consequences have been disastrous. This unjust and unfair approach to governance has made it harder for you to provide for your family. The near government takeover of 1/6 of our economy through Obamacare has been a disaster. We are $17 trillion in debt. Our constitutional liberties are under attack, and regulations on businesses and the coal industry are out of control. As a surgeon, I never turn down a patient no matter what their financial or economic situation. That's why I have fought to ensure every American has access to quality, affordable health care. While I have opposed Obamacare from day one, I also understand that if you're against something, you should be for something. Using my experience as a doctor, I have led efforts with my colleagues to promote solutions that put the patient and their doctor back in charge of their health care decisions. Since taking the majority in the House, Republicans have changed the conversation from one focused on spending to one focused on fiscal responsibility. I have been outspoken about my support for a balanced budget amendment to the Constitution, voted over 200 times to cut $4.2 trillion in spending, and our leadership has led to 4 consecutive years of spending reductions, the first time since the Korean War. I've also fought to protect middle-class families from the administration's war on coal that puts good-paying jobs and affordable energy at risk. And I have been a proponent of an all-of-the-above energy strategy that expands American energy production and promotes American energy independence. I didn't come to Congress because it was the next step on a political ladder. In fact, I had never run for any office at any level prior to running for Congress in 2010. I came to Congress to work tirelessly on your behalf to make the tough decisions necessary to put this country back on a path to prosperity. Outside of the party leadership in Washington, D.C., I have one of only 4 members of Congress over the past 3 years to have 2 bills signed into law and sit on 2 conference committees to debate final legislation with the U.S. Senate. My legislation that has been signed into law protects Americans from burdensome regulations, helps put veterans back to work, and has improved our nation's transportation systems. And while policy discussions are important, as a public servant, constituent services have been a priority during my time in Congress. My office has launched an unprecedented effort to be transparent and accessible and to offer assistance to those struggling to deal with the federal bureaucracy and red tape. I understand that the job climate has been difficult, so over the past 2 years I've hosted 7 job fairs across the district, helping Hoosiers find good-paying jobs right here in Southwest Indiana and the Wabash Valley. It has been truly an honor of a lifetime to serve you in Congress, and I ask for your continued support as I run for re-election this November. Please keep in touch with me through our website, www.bushonforcongress.com, on Facebook and on Twitter. I look forward to seeing all of you on the campaign trail.